the opportunity why is nothing computering yeah. So about that. Hello my beautiful babes, what is up? It's Brandi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you are new, welcome. For today's video, I am so excited because I'm going to be showing you guys how I create this beautiful, colorful look that I am wearing today. Now I know this may look intimidating to some, if not most, but I promise you, I pinky promise you, and like the child that I am, I take this very seriously. I swear it is so easy. I truly believe that anybody can do this, no matter how much or how little experienced you are with makeup. You can do this. So if you guys are interested in how I create this look, then you should definitely keep on watching. Listen, I know I just got a couple of new palettes in my collection. I should be playing with them a little bit more, especially giving the palettes that I used in my last video more of a chance. But for what I'm feeling today, I'm just not craving any of them. I was thinking about going into this palette because it is beautiful. Like this color. Jeez. This color story is so stinking pretty. However, I'm still not feeling it. I want something super colorful. So I think I'm actually going to be dipping into this bad boy right over here, which is the Psychedelic Circus from JSC. What shades, you ask? I have no idea. We'll figure it out as I go along. I'm really inspired by the packaging of this palette. I kind of want to do my best to use almost all the colors in here on my eyes. I also maybe just want to do a whole bunch of colors and then nothing on the lid. Give me a second to figure out how I'm going to approach this, and then we'll get started. You guys have no idea how happy I am that I actually cleaned my brushes yesterday, because all these little small detailing brushes, they're going to be my absolute best friend today. I'm going to begin by taking Sideshow blush, keeping that focused in the inner third, and because I like everything to connect into my contour, I am going to drag this out just a smidge, but mostly keeping it focused right underneath this brow. Taking a hint of Altered State, placing that in this inner corner just to buff out those edges. This look is really all about going back and forth between every shade to make sure they blend as seamlessly as possible. I am having the most sickest hot flash right now. Oh my goodness. What do I want to go in with? I don't freaky dinky know. I think the next shade is going to be orange, so I'm going to dip into Problem Child. Place that right next to Sideshow blush. I'm going to lightly stamp it first. Taking more Sideshow blush, tapping that right next to it just to reinforce that shade. Doing the same thing with Altered State. Lightly blend Altered State and Sideshow blush together, just lightly tapping, moving right along to those other two. Moving along to the bright hot pink, which is Bearded Lady. Lightly stamping that next to the orange. And like I always say, they're going to be sisters, not twins. So they don't have to look exact. It's okay. Your face naturally is not symmetrical. Don't spend 20 plus minutes blending just two shades. It's okay. It's gonna look beautiful in the end regardless. What's really great about Jeffree's products is that they're all just blending so seamlessly together. And as you can see, I'm not even putting in that much effort. I'm not doing circular motions. I am literally lightly stamping each shade next to them. So if your makeup products aren't blending seamlessly like this without any effort, you might want to try a new makeup brand. Just saying. I don't know if you guys can hear it, probably not, which makes this even weirder, but there's just an airplane going by. What made me want to mimic the noise? I have no idea. And I'm still having a hot flash. Taking Clownery, which is a beautiful light lilac shade, I would say. Stamping that right next to it. I know the top of the brow bone is not 100% blended out. Don't worry, we will get to that in just a little bit. When you first see this, it looks very complicated. But as you can see, it really isn't. Again, making sure they blend out really nicely together. This one I am doing a little bit more slight flicking motions. Not too much, but just a little bit. If you guys couldn't have guessed it, taking the darker purple, which is Transcendence, placing that at the edge of Clownery. I thought I was gonna have enough space to do all the shades that I want, and now I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna lightly flick outwards so they blend better. I don't want the tail to be too dark, so I'm going to slowly build this up. And by doing so, I'm going to take the lightest blue, which is Lava Lamp. This is such a beautiful blue. And lightly stamp that next to the purple. Going back into that deeper purple, just tapping over where they connect. There is something about energy transfer that I love so much. No matter how many times I look at this palette, I am always immediately drawn to this shade. I don't know why. There is something about it. It's like this perfect green. It's almost like a bluish green. I love it so much. And I'm just lightly taking that shade and stamping it right next to Lava Lamp. I can't remember the last time I used this much eyeshadow for a look. Like, this is a lot. The end of this look needs to be really blended out. So I'm going to take Joshua Tree, which is this beautiful foresty green, I guess you would say. It almost reminds me of an army green. An army green, but just a little bit brighter. Placing that right at the edge of energy transfer. And with this one, I am slightly flicking outwards. This is definitely one of those looks I feel like that is going to look crazy until it gets all nice and cleaned up. Wow, energy transfer. I don't know what's with me and my English today and pronunciation. It's not happening. It's just not with me today, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Going back into Altered State and using that to blend out this green. I know I went really ham with that yellow, but don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. It's amazing the songs that randomly come into my head. Don't worry, I'm not done with the end of the wing. I just want to move on to this little space within the brow. I'm actually going to take a little bit of Candy Flip and a hint, a very tiny hint of Microdose. Then just going lightly back and forth to diffuse those edges. I'm starting off very slowly in little sections, beginning where the orange and pink meet, then to the purple and pink, and so on and so forth. I'm going to focus a little bit more on Candy Flip when it comes to the edge of the tail. I am going to go in with yellow, but I just want to have that initial somewhat fleshy pink tone. Taking a little bit of concealer. This will come out of the tube. What the fricky dink? There we go. I'm like, why is this not coming out? I'm switching things up today and I'm using the Maybelline Master Conceal. This is in light to medium. I actually love this shade. It is perfect for when I want to do an everyday brow. Whoops, I am so sorry. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Gonna use a fine detailing brush and begin how I normally would when I do a full cut crease. I like to start off in the inner corner, then looking up. Doing that will give me a general outline where I should cut my crease up on top. Since I like to connect it to my contour, making sure I bring this out. When it comes to the tail of the wing, I like to look up and use this tip to just swoosh and clean it up. You could also just use micellar water, but I just find it more easier to use concealer, but you do you. I'm just switching over to the Jawbreaker palette and taking the shade Good Morning. I use this to set my lids, and I'm going to do the same thing with the brush I used earlier to set my lid. I decided to have a little bit of fun with this look and do a different type of wing liner than I normally do. Obviously, we start off with black, as you guys can see. But then I went over for just a little pop of color with this gorgeous blue. I have had this for who knows how long, and I haven't used this in a video, but I decided, you know what, today is going to be the day. This is literally my favorite liquid eyeliner of all time. The way it goes onto the lid is just so seamless. This is the Wet n Wild liquid liner in the shade Voltage Blue. First of all, let's talk about the packaging. Is it simple? Absolutely. But there's something that I love about, like, it starts off very small and then it goes a little bit wider at the bottom. I don't know why, I just find that very chic. And there goes my wrist cracking again. So once I have the initial black wing, I'm going to take the blue and go right over it. I need this in black because this liquid liner is not my favorite. This is the L'Oreal Paris Carbon Black Intense Liner. This is probably my least favorite. Does it get the job done? Yes. But I feel like I have to put in a lot more effort than I need to. When I try to fix the tail and make it more feather-like, I feel like it kind of takes away the product rather than adding it on. I just feel like there are so many better liquid liners. I don't even remember if I ever said I liked this. If I did, my mind has definitely changed now. And that's okay. It's okay to change your mind. We all do it. Taking my cremated palette and dipping into the darkest shade, which is Hearse, and focusing that in the outer corner of my lower lash line. That way it can connect nicely to the wing. And I'm going to take that about halfway. Keeping it the darkest though in the outer half. I don't know what's with me today. I was literally looking for this brush and I passed it probably about 2 times. Yeah, I don't know. I want the bottom of the lash to kind of match the top. I'm going to go back into Lava Lamp from Psychedelic Circus. Placing that right where that black ends. Lightly fading that inwards. Mixing some Altered State with a little dash, tab, whatever. Just a little bit of Joshua Tree. Placing that right in this inner corner. And I'm just going to lightly drag that throughout the entire lower lash line. You know what? That shade that had a little bit of Lava Lamp, I'm going to lightly drag that into the inner corner as well. Not too much, just a smidge so it could blend nicely and it doesn't end so abrupt. I'm going to go back in with this brush. I'm pretty sure this was used for microdose and a little bit of candy flip. And just lightly dusting that underneath the entire lower lash line just to calm down the yellow a little bit. That might be pushing it. I was thinking about putting like purple or another funky color in my waterline, but I think we're just gonna stick to the blue. It's between these two colors. I think I'm leaning towards this one. This is by Essence. It's their long-lasting eye pencil in the shade 22 Turquoise. Placing that in my waterline. Since we're already talking about Essence, I'm just gonna take their black pencil and quickly do my tight line. It tickles. I think I just begged I need like a cold shower or something because I am like dying and it's cold out. Maybe I should open my window. See, that would be smart. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that I should open my window. I'm not the brightest always. Okay, I'm gonna do that real quickly, so 1 second. I'm gonna keep the highlight pretty simple and just take my Skin Frost from Jeffree Star, place that in the inner corner, the brow bone. Oh wow, that is extremely pigmented. I think I want a little bit too much. I gotta blend that out a bit. A part of me wants to add a little something on the lid, and then the other half is just like, you know what? I think we're just gonna keep it matte. I can't decide. While I'm figuring that out, okay, let's try this again. While I am figuring that out, okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of this look off camera and then I'll be right back with the final look. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Let me tell you what I did while I was off camera. Starting off with lashes because I don't want to forget this. I used just half a lash from the Kiss My Lashes But Better in the style Bless, and I can't believe it, but I finally went through all of them. There's not a single one left. I'm so upset. I have to make sure I buy some more next time I go into Ulta. Then for my lips, you guys already know the drill. It always starts off 99.9% of the time with this bad boy right over here, which is the Dragon Beauty Lip Job Hot. Okay. Nothing, like, words are not wording right now. Let's try this again. You think that I would know this name by heart since I use it so much, but clearly I don't. But as I was trying to say, this is the Dragon Beauty Lip Job Liner in the shade 2.0 CC. I realized while I was getting ready the other day that I need more of a cooler tone brown. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. Moving on, I went in with the JSC Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Skin Tight. My favorite part about this is that it has a hint of pink, and I feel like it just gave it that warmth that I really needed to balance this look out. This is something I will continue to purchase for the rest of my life. It's so freaking good and perfect when you want to do a nude lip like I am wearing today. But of course, no lip can be complete without a little bit of lip gloss, at least for me personally. And I went in with the JSC V Gloss in the shade Shane Glossin. You can't tell me that I don't love this product. This gloss will forever remain so dear to my heart because it was the Shane Dawson collection, and you guys know it was from that series that really kickstarted my love for makeup, and this is just, it's a bittersweet moment, I will say that. And then last but not least, for highlight, I went in with my JSC Skin Frost in the shade Sarcophagus. I went more on the lighter side. As you can see, it's there, but it's not as blinding as you know his highlighters can be. It really all depends on my mood. Today I just wasn't feeling something crazy blinding. And yeah, that is everything that I did while I was off camera. You guys, I am obsessed with this look. I've been wanting to do something like this for such a long time, especially with the fun pop of color on the wing. Like, it's so beautiful, and I feel like it just elevated the look just a little bit. Fun liner like this is what I live for. I know I don't do it that often, so you guys are gonna be like, you live for it but you don't do it. Yeah, I need to start playing with colorful liner on my channel because this is such a freaking vibe, and I don't know why, but I've just been craving blue lately. So I think that's gonna be my next video that I do, something with blue. I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out when I get there. But that is basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, as well as hitting the notification bell. As always, all the products that I mentioned today will be listed down below in the description box. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.